Welcome back, guys. It's iiTicTac back with another guide, and today we're going to be looking at the finals map, Hex-a-Gone. Now, out of the 4 final maps, Hex-a-Gone has the widest range of difficulty, meaning it's really based on how many people you spawn in with. The map can currently hold only about 20 people max, and the more people there are, the difficult it is. Obviously not just because it's the player base, but because more and more people are stepping on the tiles, which gives us a less opportunity to think about and plan our next move. Now, before I scare you off, I'm gonna kind of tell you about 4 basic tips and practices that we should be taking to help our chances of succeeding on winning the crown. Now, before I start, I actually want to hear back from you guys. How many crowns have you guys won after the big Yeetus update? Let me know in the comment section below, and don't forget to hit that like and sub button. The list of tips follows as anticipating and positioning yourself to the next floor, speeding up and slowing down, carving, and stalling jumps. Now, for the first tip, I actually want to show you guys how stall jumping looks like. Stall jumping is basically when we take our time on a tile, and this basically milks our time staying on the correct floor that we need. Now, right in the beginning right here, you're going to see us just kind of run around carving some tiles out, which I'll explain, and then we slow down, taking our time and just jumping, and that's all you really want to do. Right here where we fall, and we're going to be kind of messing up a little bit, but we're going to start taking our time once again, and this is exactly how it looks like. And this kind of transitions right into speeding up and slowing down, which is the second tip. We're going to see a guy right here onto the right hand side that's also going to be there. And I'm going to pause right here just to show you guys a path right here. When we see someone on the same floor and there's so many tiles, we're going to speed up. We're going to try to kill off as many tiles as possible, because even though it's going to hurt us by not giving enough tiles for us to jump on, it's also going to hurt him as well. We're trying to take away as many tiles as we can. We're going to speed up, kill off as many tiles as we can. Then, realizing that he just fell, we're going to slow back down. And then you're going to kind of see me look on the left hand side, and there's another guy. I'm going to speed up to get rid of his tiles, so that way he doesn't have anything, and then I'll slow back down. Now let me show you another clip where we might find ourselves on the last floor with no one else there. Now we're just gonna speed carve, and by carving I mean run as fast as possible. We're speeding up, we're playing offensive, and we're just gonna take away as many tiles as we can. We're gonna carve ourselves out a giant piece, kind of like an island that we can jump on, or we're making sure that no one else is also gonna be on our own island. Now, one of the mistakes that this horse is going to make, you're going to see coming up, is that he's going to see me charging towards him. Now, it's a mistake because I have so many tiles behind me, he could have easily went behind me and took away my tiles. But I cut him off and he got scared and he went away. And then I quickly transitioned into the jump stalling method, and now this just buys me time for enough to even catch the dub. Here's another clip and an example of accelerating when we need to play aggressive, and then transitioning into going into the defensive stance. Now we're gonna kind of just jump around real quick, but this black bean right here, he's also gonna chase. I have no idea how he didn't die right there. We're just gonna keep jumping, and we're gonna play aggressive until we know we're safe. And I kind of found out that he died right there, and then now we're just gonna transition into the jumping stall technique, which is gonna easily catch the dub. Another thing I want to talk about is when you're carving, there's a way to do double carving. And what I mean by this is, in this clip right here, I accidentally fell, and now I'm on a platform where there's nobody except this one guy. And instead of running on one tile, you can run in between the zigzags and start killing off 2 tiles. Now this actually kills off tiles extremely quick, not only for you, but it's going to help us in the end prevent everyone else from being on the floor as well. Now, in this last clip right here is what I consider to be the perfect run. Now, the first thing I want to point out to you guys is positioning. Positioning is when we look at the platform and the floor that's underneath us. So we're always keeping in mind of and anticipating on where our next jump is going to be, because we honestly can't think that we're going to be staying on the same floor. We have to anticipate that we are going to fall. Now, in this level, you're going to just kind of see me hop around and using all the techniques that we just talked about. The jump strat method, being aggressive as well. You're gonna see this pirate right here also be aggressive with me, but luckily he does the little mistake. You're going to see me transition into the jump technique, but you're also going to see me scan on who's on my floor. Now I'm going to accelerate right here, and I'm going to take out tile so this man can't jump right here, and he did end up falling along with that other guy. And now I'm just kind of stalling. Now we're in a perfect position. Notice how I angle my camera. It's tilted down because I'm trying to think where I'm going to land next. I'm anticipating. That way I can eat all the tiles as much as I can and stay on the high ground. Now there are going to be mistakes, but remember, you can always dive and catch yourself. And now we find ourselves in a good position. Now this is the moment I'm going to pause. Notice there's another player on to the left. I see a line of tiles ahead of me, and I find a way to actually manage and think of a path of how I can eliminate his tiles but also keep my side. I'm gonna run straight across with the intent for killing off his tiles, and then jumping slowly back onto mine and switching right into the stall technique. Now this will be the last platform, the last floor that I'm going to be on, and then this is going to catch our dub. But I'm also looking right underneath me, that huge blue chunk that's right underneath me. This is where I want to land next, so I'm kind of staying towards that corner. But luckily in this situation, the other player had already ran out of tiles and we already got our dub. I hope you guys found those tips useful. Remember, always use the jump stall technique whenever we form ourselves a little island, whenever we carve it out. Always anticipate on the next floor, because we cannot think that we're going to be staying on the same floor forever. And be aggressive sometimes. Sometimes we need to be defensive when we slow down. At times, if someone else is on the same floor, just be aggressive. Rush to the tiles, kill their tiles off, form your little island, and at least stall as much as you can before we jump onto the next floor. Hope you guys catch a crown. I'll see you guys in the next video.